Everybody is Videobob, and you've seen a ton of car wash videos out there, but it was probably some guy washing like a Nissan Altima and he didn't care. Well, you're gonna watch this one because today we're gonna wash the Rolls-Royce Phantom. All right, so this is gonna look like a giant commercial for chemical guys, and it kind of is, but I gotta tell you, I'm not paid by any of these guys. I didn't get any of this stuff for free. This is all stuff I bought because I find it to be the best product for washing the car. Now, I buy it at my local detail garage, which is a franchise that is sold by chemical guys of independent dealers who sell the stuff. I get my stuff here in Texas, in Arlington, on Matlock, down the street from Fry's at the detail garage. And I buy all this stuff myself, and I find it to be just the best stuff, and it's the stuff that only I would use on a Rolls-Royce Phantom. So I'm going to show you how we wash the car. All right, here's some of the first stuff that we're going to use. This stuff is deadly. It's called Decon Iron Remover, Decon Pro. This is like $70 or $80 a bottle. And what this is for is when you have like really caked on stuff on your calipers. I use this mostly like on my my Cadillac CTSV has those red Brimbos on it. And they were nice enough to give me this little bottle. And you spray that on your calipers. You're gonna let that sit for just a little bit. This stuff is brutal, it smells terrible. Okay, that's the Decon Iron Remover. Okay, here's the next stuff I like to use. This is called Sticky Citrus Wheel Cleaner Gel. This is also kind of expensive, but and so is this little sprayer. This thing, you can pump it up. And I use this to spray on the wheels. Now it's safe for painted wheels. This is like blowing up my date. Come on, baby. All right, here we go. And this little sprayer is cool because you could just, I'm not gonna say it. You can just spray your goo all over this thing here. It's got a little lock. I'm gonna pump it up some more. Actually, I think I filled it up too much. Anyway, this gel permeates all over the wheel. It sticks. It's like Ghostbuster slime, except orange. Next up I like to use is called this Glassworks Auto Wash Gloss Enhancing Shampoo Synthetic Formula. Safe for wax and sealants. And tastes good too. So they sell these cool little sprayer nozzle deals. And this is a great foaming wash. So we're gonna get the car all sudsed up. Pop that on there. All right, that's good. So you'll notice I've taken my belt and my wallet off because people are always complaining about that, so that I won't get near the car. And I've got this handy dandy little mop. So this thing is pretty cool. This I also bought at Chemical Guys. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what they call it. I just call it like a mop. It's a microfiber Swiffer is what it is. I'm just gonna get it wet. And I use this for the roof and other spots that are hard to reach because you'd never be able to get up there. So this thing is great for, even if you don't have a super big car, it's just great for doing the hood. Makes quick work so you don't have to kill yourself trying to get every square inch, you know, with a rag, especially up here on this windshield. Look at that. Do the whole thing. And the hood. Gotta hurry, we're losing our light. So here's the Chemical Guys bucket and Chemical Guys microfibers. Cole's gonna give me a hand, take one. And you do that side and I'll do this side. And basically start at the top and just give it a nice massage. Just rub down the whole, you know, we're doing the sides here. You want to make quick work of it. It's not cold out, but it is a little chilly. But this is good because it's better than being out in the direct sunlight. Now I'm sure You know, the real detail guys are going to tell you should use a separate cloth for the top and the bottom, and they're right. But it's not that dirty. I've hosed it off, and there's not a lot of debris. So, you know, we're not doing a full detail on the car. This is just a wash so I can take the thing out for Friday night, go out to dinner. And it's not all dirty looking. You have to wash this thing constantly. Because you don't want to be showing up in a dirty Rolls-Royce. One of the things you got to consider about the Rolls-Royce is it's a lot like a celebrity. A lot of times people see in this car, it's their first time, maybe their only time they're ever going to see this car in person. And it's going to leave an impression on them. It's your responsibility as a luxury sports car, exotic car owner to represent the car properly. If you're going to own a car like this, you got to keep it up. It's got to look great when people see it. Because if it's a disappointment, well, you've let down the fans and you've let down the car, and you don't deserve to have it. So if you're not going to do this, or have somebody do it, get rid of it. Go get a Nissan Altima. That's my feelings. All right, now I'm going to hose down the car. Get the soap off of it. Whenever you're working with it, you want to try to keep it wet, because if it dries, you'll get spots. But we're going to take care of that in just a second. That iron killer really takes the crud off of the calipers. It's good stuff. All right, so this hard water is going to create stains and spots quickly, so you got to get rid of it. So let me show you what to do. All right, so here's the secret weapon. It's called Rinse-Free Wash and Shine, Rinseless Wash Solution and Gloss Enhancer. This stuff is basically, remember I talked about that Rain-X waterless wash? This is basically that stuff, I think. Pretty sure. They might get mad at me for saying that. But you can rinse the car with this, leaves no spots. It's great. Just taps right to your hose. And then here we go. All right, now if I were doing a full detail, which I'm not, they offer this thing, it's called a wheel gerbil. It's a wool attached to a stick. You can get in there and wash your wheels. And this thing here, this is a speed wheel cleaner. You can get that in there in between the spokes. These are both great for cleaning your wheels. I don't really need to do that right now. We're not doing a full detail. I'm just showing you these are some of the tools that we use to clean the wheels. These can go around the rim and into the spokes. There's all kinds of different sizes. You can find these at your detail garage. And this one too, this one's great. That's actually a nice little thing. That's good for getting in between the calipers and the wheel. I mostly use these on my Cadillac. All right, these are chamois that they sell at Detail Garage. I don't know what they're called exactly. Chemical guys, microfiber, whatever. They got these little pockets on them. Now these come in really handy. They actually help. It helps if they're wet a little. But you stop. Here, come help me out with this, Cole. You just throw the thing up there like this. Drag it across. Like I said, it actually works best when it's a little damp. So, you know, maybe get it a little wet, let it sop up some of that water. You know, when you go to a proper hand car wash, there'll be like 5 guys all over the car doing this. The thing about that rinseless wash is after you wipe it down, it doesn't leave any spots. It's crazy how it works. And it enhances the gloss for you. Now I have some other tricks that we will use. For instance, I have a big turbo blower blaster thing that'll air dry the thing. And if I'm doing a full-blown detail, which we're not doing that today, we're just washing the car. What's good about using the air blaster is you can blast all around these like logos where water builds up. And they also have these little detail brushes that you can brush in there. Since we detail the car basically every week, a couple times a week, it stays pretty clean, so we don't have to do that. But when you're doing an initial detail, when you watch these other videos like on Chemical Guys, they'll go back through here and they'll brush in there and get every nook and cranny. I don't exactly know what a cranny is, but I have seen a nook. If you know what a cranny is, please post in the comments. What is a cranny? Where would I find one? And why do I need to get in there? I gotta say, I find a satisfaction in this. You know, there's people that are gonna be in the comments that say a Rolls-Royce owner would never be caught dead washing his own car or even driving it. I find this pride of ownership. I love this thing. It's like I said in the last video, it's like your woman. You wanna go all over. You wanna know everything. That's how I feel about it. I love every inch of this thing. Now be very, very careful not to let the towel touch the wheels in any way, because the tires will put black stuff on your towel and ruin it. So don't let that happen. So I talked about this in a previous video when I used it on the fan back here. This black on black. Sounds like something I watched on Brazzers last night. Anyway, this stuff restores your black plastic. This is great also for bumpers and trim. You know, like those avalanche trucks you see driving around and all the plastic is turned white, right? This is the stuff you would want to put on it. So whenever you have some colored PVC or what do you call it, ABS plastic that's been applied to a car for whatever reason, like Homeboy's Hummer over there, this will bring the color back. Like for instance, on the DeLorean, the rear bumpers are just raw plastic. They're not painted on the black part of the bumper. And this brings it back. So I use this on the windshield wipers and all the cowling, and it's great for rubber. But I don't need to use it right now because we've already done it previously and it's still working. It works for months. You know, you do have to do it every so often, but compared to the alternative, my cat-like reflexes. Nice save. Anyway, it's great stuff. We're not doing an interior video today, but I've talked about this stuff in the past. Leather scent. This stuff smells like leather and it's an odor eliminator. I keep bottles of this everywhere. I keep it in the garage by my house. Right before I go out, I give it a few spritz. I put a little Polo Black on myself and I put a little of this leather scent. Just right on that, right on the carpet. When the valet opens the door, he goes, wow, it smells great in there. The leather is fantastic. It's a secret, guys. All right, so to get the shine on the wheels, you gotta have the shine, just like on my head. This stuff is called, is it Vaughn? Optical Select High Shine Tire Spray. It's a kind of a sticky, citrusy kind of stuff. This is what I put on the tires. Now we also have a tire gel we use. Now what you want to do is just find a really crappy towel and wipe off the excess water. Since these are painted wheels, you treat them the same way you would treat any painted surface on the car. We probably should have detailed these actually. But I don't have time for that right now. Ain't nobody got time for that. You give a spray. Oh, it smells so good. That stuff smells so good. All right, now here's the trick. Cole's gonna show you the trick. He's got the gloves on. You take the sponge, you're gonna wipe the sponge, you're gonna wipe
Which side?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, the dirty side. And you're gonna rub this stuff in, massage it into the tire, you know, just give it a just nice slick look there. And that will shine up that tire like Kojak's head before church. You bunch of kids have no idea who Kojak is. All right, now, if that orange gel isn't enough for you, this tire trim gel, plastic and trim restore, premium trim restore UV protection. This is the gel version of that back on black stuff, and or black on black. So if you really want to go crazy, put a little of this on that sponge and it'll really give you a good look, because this stuff gives a nice black, but it will dry. But when you want a little bit more gloss, you can use this. All right, it's pretty glossy. All right, now if you want to take it to the next step, this stuff is called Vitalize Spray Sealant. It's a gloss enhancer, high gloss shine, safe for protective coatings removes dirt, dust, and fingerprints. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is safe for ceramic coatings, which we haven't done yet. This is one of their ultra microfiber claws. I think we actually cut it in half because it was too big. They're real big. This thing is super, super soft. And this is what I use for my ultra detailing. So, you know, you can go back over areas that might have just a little bit of droplets on them or something like that. You go over with this. Oh my gosh, that's so good looking. But like areas like this hood, where you really, really, really want to bring out the shine. You want that real good reflection. Oh my gosh, that really brings out the sparkle. You can really, it really does work, because as glossy as it was, even in this gloom cloud cover, I'm seeing the sparkle of the black diamond tri-coat popping out of that. I can definitely tell a difference between this side and that side. This side is just brighter. Wow. It does work. So I only use this on certain areas. The silver portion of the car, it stays pretty shiny. But the black shows every little detail. And so does this is called bright work. It's not chrome. Solid stainless steel, high polished. They don't call it chrome unless it's chromed metal. That's raw stainless, polished to a mirror finish. All right, guys, I could go on for days about all this stuff. I know this was a big giant Chemical Guys commercial. They don't do sponsorships. Paid for all this stuff myself. I'm not being paid for this promotion. But guys, when there's a good product, you know, what are you gonna say? This is what I use. People want to know what I use. They've been asking. I have to wash the car constantly. We wash it a couple times a week. It's Texas. It rains. The weather changes every other day. It rains all the time. The car will be pretty, and in 2 days it'll be filthy again. So, and in the summertime, it'll be covered in this yellow pollen and cedar pollen. It's crazy. You have to dust the car off, so you have to do everything you can to make the car anti-static and hydrophobic. And I could go on and on about all the different glazes and different stuff they have, like their jet seal, and they have so many products, and you can go watch all that stuff on their YouTube channel. I am trying to work out a deal with the local detail garage, and they're interested in doing a paint correction on the car and ceramic coating. And I want them to do it because I think that they would be the best. But I'm fielding all the options. You know, there's a couple other local guys that are auto detailers that do ceramic coatings, and they do just as good a job as well. But quite frankly, I'd rather get it done for free, because the quotes I've been getting for the car are crazy, like $1,500 to polish the car and paint correct it. I need to get all the little scratches taken out of the grill and all the paint work done, and I want it ceramic coated, and definitely the wheels. The wheels get dirty really easily. Anyway, I'm just a big fan of their products. It's what I use, and this isn't a full detail video. Those videos are like an hour long, and you can see all that stuff on Chemical Guy's website and other detailers also. There's a guy named, I think, Dallas Paint Correction or something. He's got a great channel I like to watch. And this is just the wash that we do. Generally, I help, and then I have James helping me, which you've seen in some of our other videos. And he gets down in there and he cleans all the wheel for me and everything. And it's such a tedious process because you have to do it over and over and over. There's just no way of really keeping it clean. But hey, people can't seem to get enough of this car, and I can't either. I can't stop driving it. I have all these other cars, and every time I go out the garage, I'm like, I'm taking the Rolls. Wouldn't you? Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, and if you got a soft spot for the Rolls-Royce Phantom, make sure to subscribe. Turn on your notifications, because I do live videos all the time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm Videobob.